Previously on Kotor 2.
I'm not here to debate the decision of the council.
Indeed.
I just want my damn
Very
shit
well.
back.
Your exile has given you some wisdom, at least. So then answer me. How did you find this place? And why have you returned after all this time?
Oh my god. I want my property, I want my slaves, I want my goddamn shit back, you bitch.
Your slaves have been detained for their safety. Though if that is how you treat them, I imagine they would prefer cells to your company. But you have not answered my question. Why are you here? The Order and you parted ways long ago, and the Order was the better for it.
Bitch, I said why I'm here. I want my ship back. That's all I really want. But I am here because of a pretentious scudder stole my damn
Your
ship.
Ah, the Ebon Hawk. It is not your ship. Unless you are admitting to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility.
I guess never heard of it. You know what? I wasn't gonna pick this one, but yeah, Paragus? What? Never heard of it.
You will drown in lies before the day is done, it seems. Your admission is irrelevant. The guilt is thick on you. You have not changed. Acting instead of thinking, putting yourself before the galaxy, before the Jedi. Do you know what you have done?
I don't care. I just want my ship. Look, Paragus was nothing compared to what I'm going to do to you if you don't give me my ship back,
The
you
ship
absolute...
and your freedom is no longer yours. You and your ship will be detained here pending an investigation and a trial.
I would say I have a blaster bullet with your name on it, but I currently don't have my gun on me. They took it. I won't allow you to put me on trial.
It was too much to hope that you may have come here to finally admit the Council was right.
Wow. Like somebody studied the blade by using my old weapon. Wow.
And now...
Hello, you beautiful magical creatures. NecromanticWater here. Thank you for joining me on my playthrough of Kotor 2. Last time, we finally escaped Telos. We have access to Ebon Hawk, and we can now go to basically anywhere we want. And I thought about it, and I think now, before we just immediately jump into a planet, I think this episode is just going to be an episode where I talk to all of the companions that we have and get to learn everything, or get to know who they are. So basically nothing is happening in this video besides going to talk to all of the companions.
How many more do we intend to gather to us? This ship is not the galaxy. There is only so much room.
Bitch, you are the one who said they could stay. Don't even at me with that shit of we have no room on this ship for people when you are the one who said they could stay. Don't even. Well, you know what? Only as many as I need for them to sacrifice
Then
to me.
prepare for an army, I think, for it seems many more will come in time. They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the figure deserves no such obedience.
You know what? Fuck you too. I deserve such obedience from them and from you.
You deserve nothing, but you have earned such obedience, yes. They are tools, you are right. More than you know. I am not blind. I see what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when they speak to others.
And how do you know that?
I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with a passion that goes unheard. They obey you because you are a leader, and perhaps something more. Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it in them?
His behavior is changing, and anyway.
The fool dances in your shadow for your favor. The woman She worships you.
I haven't.
The
What?
alien
How could she
obeys
worship
you.
me? I haven't even talked to her.
Even within the machines, there are echoes. Watch them carefully. See their patterns, and recognize the strength in it. Influence can be a weapon, one that you may need before your journey is done.
And what about you?
I am but a mirror whose only purpose is to show you what your own eyes cannot yet see.
Big bitch. You need to stop that. I will think upon how I can use my allies.
Good, and then act upon it. It is a powerful tool to motivate others. That was Revan's way, I believe. It was a strength.
We're also gonna cut conversations short like that
You're
too. So
grown strong in the Force. I can feel its mark upon you. Be warned. The highest of mysteries cannot be found by falling to the dark side. It is a quick path, and often a short one. But I sense a disquiet in you, an unrest. Such things will erode your strength.
There's no way to display my strength when the galaxy is filled to the brim with begging fools, begging for me to solve the
They
problems.
sense the trappings of power and decision upon you. Their lives are static, trapped, and they see one who carries no such chains.
And begging for... You know what? Yeah. And begging for aid is for the weak.
Ah, then you have learnt nothing. From such small things, from such critical points, the universe and its masses may be moved. That is why you must be careful in all that you do, and in every choice you make. Aiding them gives you strength by taking on their challenges, but weakens them. If that is your choice, then use their dependency, feed upon it, until you have exhausted them. Then leave them. And I would view the ones you travel with much the same way.
And I shall use disposable as well.
Ah, now you are learning. Do you know why those we meet display such weakness? As I said, their lives are static, untested. It is only through interaction, through decision and choice, through confrontation, physical or mental, that the Force can grow within you. You have seen it. You have felt it within you as you have traveled with me. The growing anger, the rage, and the power it brings. Yet the power does not build without such struggle. Through small cruelties, greater ones are born.
Okay. I will say, from what I remember of this game, influence gained and lost on Kreia really doesn't matter in anything for the most part, because from what I remember, like, no matter what, her influence gain will almost always be in, like, the gray area. Although it does, like,
Yes.
like certain
Have you come with questions?
I would like you to teach me more about the Force.
Very well. What is it that drives you?
This bond we share.
I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems that at times of stress and pain, if they catch us unawares, then the pain is transmitted between us.
But what about when we fight?
When battle is upon us, I suspect our minds are prepared enough to shield each other from the pain. I think we shall not have a repeat incident of what happened at Paragas.
Well, that's good. Does this bond have any advantage?
It seems the Force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the Force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well.
Okay, yes, I'm fully aware of that.
A powerful technique indeed.
I guess we had this conversation. Can you teach me more
Very
about the
well.
Force? What about a lightsaber?
Indeed. A Jedi tool and a Sith weapon. And why do you need such a thing?
Aesthetic, really. Only reason. Represents power and can help me slaughter the enemies quicker.
Then listen to me. There is much weight, much craving attached to such a tiny thing of light. For the male, it seems to have an inordinate importance. But we shall leave such male preoccupations for philosophers and cultural historians. A lightsaber, any weapon, only achieves worth in how it is wielded, in the effort, in the struggle of one who holds it. Such a weapon does not make a Jedi or a Sith, and at times it makes them much, much less than they are.
How do I make one?
The knowledge has already been imparted to you. Upon our journey, the pieces shall fall into place.
Okay, tell me more
Very
about the
well.
Force.
What is it that drives you?
Can you teach me any lightsaber forms?
The Jedi practice many forms, many styles of lightsaber combat. It is good to know them, but not to rely on them. You may have already felt the Shicho, the simplest of the forms, return to you as your skill and perceptions have returned. Others may come with time, with experience.
Can you tell me about the Shicho?
It is simple, and its simplicity is strength. It allows focus, a slightly improved chance of connecting with one's opponent. It has no other advantages or disadvantages. It is an effective form to fall back on when no other form will do. Others may come with time, with experience.
Tell me about this one?
A defensive technique, but effective. Use it if you do not wish to be hit or if you are facing many opponents with blasters. With a lightsaber blade and enough skill in deflection, it is an excellent defense against blasters, but in other situations, it merely delays the inevitable. Others may come with time, with experience.
Okay. You teach
Very
me about
well.
the Force.
What is it that drives you?
I wish to know more about Force forms.
Very
Something
well.
I don't have
Of
yet.
which did you wish instruction?
I want you to. Well, I don't have any. I have a question.
Ask, and I will answer.
Oh god, there's so many. Close your eyes.
There is nothing wrong with my sight, if that is your question. I see all that I need, though the seeing of things flesh and blood has failed me some time ago. They were distractions only. There is nothing wrong with my eyes. They simply have atrophied from use. They are adequate to distinguish shapes, silhouettes. If need be, I could heal them, restore my sight, but sight can prove a distraction. When one relies on sight to perceive the world, it is like trying to stare at the galaxy through a crack in the door. But that is a lesson for another time. You must learn to see crude matter for what it is, before the veil is lifted.
I have other
Ask.
questions. Are you a Jedi or a Sith?
Does it matter? Of course it does. Such titles allow you to break the galaxy into light and dark, categorize it. Perhaps I am neither, and I hold both as what they are, pieces of a whole. Know that I am your teacher, and that is enough.
Okay, then what were you?
What do you wish to hear? That I once believed in the code of the Jedi? That I felt the call of the Sith? That perhaps once I held the galaxy by its throat? That for every good work that I did, I brought equal harm upon the galaxy? That perhaps what the greatest of the Sith Lords knew of evil they learned from me. What would it matter now? There is only so much comfort in knowing such things, and it is not who I am now.
I still wish to hear your story. Oh.
There are dark places in the galaxy where few tread, ancient centers of learning, of knowledge, but I did not walk alone. To be united by hatred is a fragile alliance at best. But my will was not law. There were disagreements, ambition, and hunger for power. There are techniques within the Force against which there is no defense. I was cast down, stripped of my power, exiled. I suffered indignities and fell into darkness. Take what strength you may steal from me. That is all I need be to you.
Okay, well, that's an
You
interesting...
All my hopes rest for the future, for the Force.
Okay, well, that was an interesting story at all, Kreia. Can you mind explaining to me why the game suddenly went to, like... I don't even know how to describe whatever resolution that was, but it was very, very bad. Need more than that, yeah.
If it means so much to you, then this I swear to you upon my life, upon our lives, that when your training is complete, I will answer everything. There shall be no more shadows between us, only truth that exists between master and apprentice.
Okay. Yes, experience. And dark side. We're gonna get...
Yes? Have you come with questions?
Yes, I have.
Then ask, and I will do my best to answer.
Did you know Atris?
Atris herself is not as familiar to me as perhaps she should be. Yet I feel I know her, yes.
Again, with the vagueness, what does that mean?
Because Atris's path is one I walked long ago, and it is a chapter of my life that has been read and closed. She has taken the first steps, I think. We shall see. Surely you felt the righteous anger, the spoken judgments, the lack of forgiveness.
Oh. You walked her path,
I
eh?
was a historian once, gathering the relics of the Jedi, learning the ancient mysteries. Always there were more questions. One quickly learns that the Jedi Code does not give all the answers. If you are to truly understand, then you will need the contrast, not adherence to a single idea. That is why Atris and the others blamed me, sentenced me. They believed me responsible for Revan's fall.
Oh. You trained Revan?
You have already asked much. I do not wish to speak of this any longer. Yes?
Well, I know you don't want to talk, but I said this
Ask,
video we're going to be
and I
talking to
will
all the
answer.
companions. So we're going to just... Wait a minute. We're just talking. I have a question about Revan.
Have you never asked yourself how Revan took the Republic and Jedi beneath him, how he made them his?
He was a powerful presence. That was little that he. Little one. Wait, what is it? Oh, okay. He was a powerful presence. There was little one did not believe when he spoke with conviction.
But to make officers turn on their own people, to bomb innocent worlds, to make pacts. Strong influence, indeed. And where did these Sith teachings come from? And why did Revan embrace them so strongly? So many questions, yet the answers are few.
I thought the Sith teachings came from Korriban.
Oh, did they? No. Revan met no Sith empire, yet he learned their teachings. Many have mistaken the soldiers beneath Revan, the machines that were constructed to be the Sith. They are wrong. The Sith is a belief, and what Revan formed was not an empire, but something else. Yet how he did it is curious. And I suspect the answer to that question is tied to another. How was Revan able to corrupt so many so quickly?
Because he was sexy as hell. And people will do whatever hot people want them to do. Do you have any ideas?
Not a one. But we shall see where our journey takes us, I think, and see how many answers we come across, yes?
Never mind. Okay. I could ask her about Handmaiden, but, like, that seems kind of moot to ask her about a character I literally haven't even talked to yet, so we'll save that one for later. By the way, how close am I? Well... Alright, and it's your turn for the interrogation.
I didn't want to say anything, but you forced my hand. I've heard about the Force and what it does to people who can't control it, or themselves. And it shows in everything you do, and in your face.
What are you talking about? Do you not see how beautiful I am? With my sultry yellow eye. Salt and pepper look I got. I'm more control than ever.
That's what you think. Trust me, there's a reason you're changing. It's because it's corrupting you. I can't help but feel it. All of us can. Whatever that witch is doing to you, she's dragging you down into whatever hole she crawled out of.
Are you implying I can't control her?
Well, you're starting to get creases. You could pass for the old witch's son.
How rude, good sir. Here I was going to just begin a friendly interrogation. And then I got insulted like this? How?
Alright, what did you want to know?
Did you teach me to play Bazaar?
Alright, but I'm out of credits, so it's Republic Senate rules.
Republic Senate rules?
That's where we waste a lot of time trading cards and trying to beat each other. But in the end, nobody wins. Everybody loses, and nobody accomplishes anything.
Yeah, that sounds like the Republic.
Stalemate, except the goal is to pass time until the audience gets bored and leaves.
Yeah, that sounds like the Republic. Sure, let's play practice. Oh shit, no, we're just gonna... Don't care about playing Bazak. Oh, I just realized I should have used the thing. Cool. Cool. Oh, if only I had more minus cards. Cool, whatever. Can we like actually talk, or do you just want to? Like,
I know we've been through some rough times so far, but you need to stop letting it get to you.
I'm fine.
Well, the signs are starting to show. You don't look like you've slept in weeks, or a year.
To be fair, we've been in prison multiple times, and you can't really get comfortable sleep in prison. I have some questions for you.
All right.
Okay, fine. I guess.
Something up?
Okay, fine. I guess Ann doesn't want to talk until certain moment. What the hell? Oh, I thought I saw something wrong with the ship. I guess Ann doesn't want to talk until like certain moments later on. Well, that's interesting. I guess the green Ebon Hawk only appears during when it's landed. Oh god. Okay, as fun as it might have been in the last couple of last episode to do text for T3, I might just drop that idea because there's a lot of shit. How's Ebon Hawk? Good job, glad to hear it. Ah! How is just? I know it's a compliment, but just the one time I say good job, I'm just like immediately getting life points. Hey, I have some queries, right? Let's take a look. Alright, how do you feel? Yay! Plus one intelligence. What do you mean? I faded out for a second there when I shut you down. Okay, well, let's do routine maintenance. This one shouldn't take too long. Oh, that should be right. You doing alright? Yay. What are you talking about? Well, I'm fairly certain. Like, this is another thing that's like a project throughout the games. You could repair T3 in computer use, I think up to like 3 or 4 times, but I think you need about like 20-ish in computer and repair to fully repair them. So I don't think I can do that. Oh, well, I got a second level computer one now. How do you feel? Yay! Maybe I just got caught up on what I was doing. Don't you know? Don't you go anywhere. You will sit here and let me repair your ass. Okay, I was able to do the level 2 computer. Can I do the level 2 repair? Yay! I do have enough stats. Alright. Good as men. Nice. I'm fine, you little goofball, you. Okay, I don't think I have enough stats to do this, but should I? Can I? Oh, I don't. Okay, so I can't do level 3 computer use. I'm sorry. Let's hope the file wasn't important. Okay, we'll try again later. Can you make me some programming spike? Can you upgrade iron for me? Alright, he becomes a walking workbench. Oh yeah, and like an infinite source of computer spikes. Can you make him another one for me? Okay. I'm fairly certain I can get more, but gosh, tedious. I might do that later. Hey, bao-dur, it's your time for the interrogation.
Need something?
You really don't have to call me General.
Sorry. Guess I can't get my head out of the past.
I was wondering how have you been doing since the war ended?
I moved around for a couple years. Working as a starship mechanic got me from place to place. I wasn't ready to settle down after the war.
I basically did the same
Can
thing.
you understand my restlessness? Though the war had ended, I couldn't find peace in anything. As long as I kept moving, I didn't have to think about what happened. Know what I mean?
Only too well.
I'm sure you do. I decided I'd do something constructive. I wanted to make up for the things I'd done in the war. I wanted to design planetary shields, but there weren't many systems with the credits to spare. There was more that needed to be rebuilt than protected. I found out that Telos was going to be the flagship project for the Republic, and it sounded like something good. I saw Telos before the Sith raised it. It deserved a better fate. But Zerka ruined everything. I thought I could force Zerka out on my own, but I guess I can't fix everything myself.
I think fighting Zerka single-handedly might be just a bit out of your league.
All I wanted to do was send a message, but I couldn't even do that right. That's the past, though. It's good to be working with you again, General. Something else I can help you with?
How'd you pick up that remote anyway?
That old thing? I built him when I was a kid. Been following me around for years now, despite what I've done to try and chase him off. Hey, just kidding. I'm happy to have you around.
What does it do other than follow you around?
He helps me out with repairs. I outfitted him with a cutting laser and some other tools for delicate modifications. He's also good for singeing the pants of annoying techs. I've been thinking about doing some other work on him, but I barely have time. Too busy fixing up the ship. Something else I can help you with?
Do we have all the lightsaber parts I need?
Let me see what you have. No, you're still missing an emitter matrix and lens. Something else I can help you with?
How'd you get your arm?
I got tired of it. Kept dropping my hydro spanner. Figured I'd get a new one.
Yeah, but that was fun.
I was only kidding. Actually, it was a souvenir from Malachor. I was lucky it was all I lost. But at least it gave me something to do, right? Everyone always said I was probably half machine anyway. Something else I can help you with?
Oh, really? No, like, influence gain or
I didn't want to
conversation?
talk about the war, but can I ask you something?
Sure, what's about?
Why did you decide to fight?
I was eager to join a great battle.
I felt the same way. I remembered when word of the Mandalorian attacks arrived on Iridonia. My people had colonies across the Outer Rim. Many of them were among the first systems to fall.
Unlike the other Jedi, I couldn't just stand by and watch.
I did not join because I wanted to protect, though. I hated them. I wanted to destroy them. To give them the mercy they gave the people they conquered. I remember the thrill I felt when we fought them in battle. Victories were rare, but we celebrated every Mandalorian's death. Do you know how it felt?
Yeah, I felt it too. The rush of the life the Mandalorians were cut down.
It's always on my mind now. That loss of control blinded me, turned me into a weapon. I just needed to get that off my chest. Was there something you wanted me for?
What are you doing?
Just working on the ship. I'm not sure who got her up and running, but I'm amazed she's even space-worthy. Whoever made these repairs doesn't think like most mechanics. But don't worry, I'll get everything in shape.
Hmm.
You know, I'm glad I found you again, General.
Ow. Man, what are you talking about?
We were together at Malachor. I don't know if anyone else could understand.
So, why are you here?
You getting philosophical on me? I'm here because you found me on Telos and I decided to come along for the ride. Not that I had much choice after we got going.
I mean... why are you still...
Tired of me already? I was
No.
frustrated. Watching the Ithorians getting pushed around by Zerka, I thought I could make a difference, but it was taken away from me. Guess if one planet was good enough for me, why not the galaxy?
Even if you know what's wrong, how can you know where to start?
You just have to know what the circuits look like.
Well, if you see him, let me know.
I'll be sure to do that, General. Was there something you wanted me for?
Got your shields?
Sorry, General, I'm flat out. I'll see if I can make some more when I get a chance. Something else I can... Yes, General?
Yeah, you were like the most... For a character that is just constantly praising me and wanting to talk, you were just like so hard to get influence gained or lost for. Alright,
Yes?
you're next on the interrogation list. Nothing wrong.
Yes. Your features, your stance. Atris spoke of such Jedi who followed Revan, how their bodies came to mirror the dark side within them.
Then why don't you strike me down?
Because there is a chance of redemption within all of us, and there is no point at which the dark side completely claims one, no matter what their choices.
Is that what Atris taught you? How touching.
No, it is what I believe. Atris did not believe such things.
Okay. I'm actually gonna do this. Let's see.
Yes?
For a while. I don't know, it might crash or something. I wouldn't put it past at this point. What are you doing?
I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared. That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel can be. If I do not have something to focus my attention on, I fear my sanity will erode as well.
I mean, you could always play Pazak with Atten.
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again?
No, I do not trust him.
At cards?
That too.
I don't think anybody here trusts each other.
That is untrue. You and the Iridonian trust each other. Or at least the Iridonian trusts you. We heard much of the Iridonian when we served Atris. Atris believed that the Iridonian held the knowledge to restoring Telos.
Is that why she's siphoning power to the Academy?
The reasons for such siphoning of power are complicated, and I do not know all the answers. But there is something greater being achieved. The teachings at the Academy must be preserved, even if it draws strength from Telos.
Atris thought bao-dur was the key to saving Telos?
Yes. His skill with machines is something beyond which most can aspire to. His shield technology surpasses the designs of even the most skilled of Echani power architects. I do not realize if you know what it means to have such a one respect and follow you. The Iridonian allied himself with no one on the entire world of Telos, yet he will follow you at the risk of his life. His stance, in many ways, mirrors yours. Where he walks, he carries a world upon his shoulders, and like you, I do not know if he has ever faced it.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't think you should ask him about it either.
I will respect your wishes, and his. Forgive me.
It's just difficult to describe to somebody who wasn't there.
The Mandalorian Wars were like that for many. Many returned, who could not tell of their experiences in a way that could bring meaning to them. Yes? I am training. That, and I had forgotten. You may ask.
Did Atris ever mention me?
She said you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
Not really a bad guy. Going to war was necessary.
That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts, and she told us why you fell to the dark side.
Falling to the dark side came after.
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars, when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up.
Well, it was more so during my exile when, on my vacation, constantly getting ruined by assholes. Oh, if that is the case, then why didn't I keep fighting during the Civil War?
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with them, because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
That is untrue, but she's entitled to her opinion.
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation.
Expressed feelings?
Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all.
That's true. And what do you think Atris's heart says?
Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
So if I fought Atris, then that might make the truth come out?
Perhaps it may prove truer than conversing with words. In battle, the words are swept away, giving way to actions. Mercy, sacrifice, anger, fear. These are pure moments of expression.
Oh my god.
Yes? You may ask.
Why are you called handmaid?
We attend Atris. It is the duty of all of us, from the first of my sisters to me, the last of the handmaidens.
You were the last of them?
I am the last of the handmaidens. This is correct. I train so that one day that will no longer be true.
Your skill is impressive, as if your devotion to your training.
That is not entirely correct. There are times I am distracted. Perhaps once having known the ways of the Jedi, you may understand what occupies my thoughts.
What do you mean?
There is much knowledge on Telos, and only one of the Jedi remain. There is so much about their ways of battle, their forms, their stances, that may be lost forever if the last of the Jedi is taken from the galaxy.
To lose such techniques would be a tragic.
I know your meaning, but I have not been clear on mine. Stance, form, discipline are a means of expression and communication. They speak one's heart and one's devotion to their cause.
Devotion to their cause?
Yes, the methods you use to meet your opponents speak truer than any words can express. When you risk pain or death, there is no truer sacrifice or strength.
I agree. It shows you how far you're willing to go for your
It
goals.
was to the Jedi traitor Malak. It was to the Jedi traitor Revan. When Terrace was destroyed, it showed Malak's heart through its execution and intent. It was brutal, without finesse, but showed his commitment to defeat the Jedi. Yet with Revan, there was the same commitment, but it was a subtle thing, like weaving threads in a tapestry or strokes upon a canvas. He spoke through battle and tactics in a way one could never do in words. He showed his heart at Malachor V, and finally, at the end of the Jedi Civil War. I believe he was speaking to Malak in that final battle, though few knew it.
What do you think Revan was saying?
Through battle, Revan was meeting betrayal with betrayal, and showing Malak the pain he had inflicted on his master. What stronger display than death for conveying one's sense of being betrayed by one's own student? Revan's anger must have been great indeed. I would have wished to have been there for that final exchange, and seen the truth of their conflict with each other.
He really just said to be a fly on the wall in that conversation. They were driven only by the dark side.
But to say that seems an untruth, based on what I know of the Jedi. The Force can drive others, but there is still choice, is there not? If there is no choice in the Force, then our teachings and our actions are for nothing, and I refuse to believe that is true.
No, I gained. I thought it said influence lost. Okay, I kind of wish I had more conversations like this where I gain and lose a dark side, or gain and light and dark at the same time. Because that's the true gray way.
Yes? You may have. She speaks of you often in anger, but her movements, the motion of her hand, her eyes, do not share the anger of her words. They are only the signs of loss. It has been almost the count of 10 years, yet the thought of you burns within her still.
She made her feelings quite clear during the trial.
I believe that your leaving the Jedi Order may have hurt her more than she will ever admit. It is a difficult thing to speak of, to see Atris unable to confront such strong emotion within herself. You did not care for her, did you? Atris is beautiful and wise.
Beautiful. God, a baby. No, Atris was a Jedi, and I did not feel the same way for her.
I have heard that Jedi sometimes renounce the code by loving another and fall from the Order, and there are others who keep such unions secret.
You've been watching too many bad horror films. Ironically, my mind immediately went to like girls over here reading too much romance novels too, but I'm not gonna say that. These choices are amazing. Okay, why the hell not? The part of the feeling of the Jedi denial of love is nothing that is nothing. God damn, this text being small and like me being blind is something that can be whatever. The big long sentence. I can't
see.
say it.
So there are such unions?
Yeah, it happens.
That is what I have heard. I was not sure if it was something you had seen or experienced.
Girl, you're coming on way too strong. We literally have not talked and have not gained or lost any influence on you, and you're already like, God damn it. No, not personally.
I see. I have asked you many questions. I did not mean to. They are questions that have gathered over years, and I did not wish to ask Atris.
If you have other questions, you're welcome to ask.
Thank you, then.
I'll be
hope
nice.
This creates some measure of trust between us.
It does. Thank you.
You may ask.
Why do you look different from your sister?
I honor the face of my mother. It is not something usually spoken of in the company of others.
I'll be honest, like, I know she is supposed to look different from her siblings, but I legitimately... As I was saying, like, I know, like, the whole thing is she's supposed to look different from her sisters, but I legitimately have never noticed a difference. Like, I'm sure there actually is, but whatever. You have... So, you have a different mother, but the same father?
Yes, that is correct. I feel that I may trust you with such things, so I shall speak of it if you wish to hear it.
Sure, let's hear it.
Though my father's blood I share with my sisters, I wear the face of my mother. My father was Usanis, an Ichani general.
Oh. He was a hero. He was a hero. Oh, go on.
He left our family to serve in the Mandalorian Wars, but his choice was not because of battle. He went to join my mother, one whose movements and spirit matched his. His only desire was that they fight together, side by side, for as long as there were enemies amassed against them.
And they say love is dead. I don't know. Oh, fuck it. We'll go flirt. Why not? We'll be a little flirty boy, I suppose. Why the hell not? If your face is any indication, she must have been beautiful.
I never saw her face, and she did not return from the final battle of the war. She died in the battle that shattered Malachor V, and her body was never recovered. My father returned from the Mandalorian Wars and did not enter battle again. He entered politics, a caste where one's battles are fought through words rather than action.
So what happened to him?
He was slain by Revan in the Jedi Civil War. When Revan sought to destabilize the Ichani worlds, Revan succeeded. The fact that our father chose battle is not shameful, but that is not the reason he went to war. He went to war to be with the one he loved, but not the one he had pledged himself to. He was disloyal. I am the mark of that disloyalty. It is said that such things run in the blood, and I have fought long to prove that this is not so. That is why I am different from my sisters. Yet I am pledged to them, and Atris, and I would die before betraying them. I tell you this in trust, and ask that you not speak of it to others. I only wish you to know.
I mean, you technically betrayed them by simply just leaving. Okay. Why tell me?
Because when my father returned from the Mandalorian Wars, he walked as you do now. There was something wounded inside him. He did not speak of what had happened there, and with us he was silent, changed. When I look upon you, I see in you an answer to a question I have searched for all my life, and that is why I tell you this now. I do not believe you to be the monster Atris made you out to be. I believe your choice was my father's choice, and it was just as difficult.
I appreciate your trust.
You have earned my trust. I wish to honor the trust you have shown me, and I wish to explain what you meant to me. I know it is difficult for others to see why I am here, but it was important that you know one of the reasons, and know that it is not simply duty that I am here, but because I want to be here. I want to fight with you side by side for as long as there are enemies that threaten you. You are a leader. Your stance, your every action proves it.
I'm grateful for your words. Oh my god. I accept. You know what? It served me well. There'll be time for Darkseid later. You know what? I accept your pledge. Sure, why not?
You honor me, Exile. Together, then.
You kick some ass as soon as we get out of here. Cool, whatever.
Yes? You may ask.
You have a name?
Before entering Atris's service, yes, I carried a name, as all the children of the Ichani do.
And what was it?
It is not important. My title and rank is of consequence, not my name. I take value in Atris's service, not in myself.
Oh, it's really too mean to say that. You gotta have value in yourself.
We all have value in our oaths to others, and the promises we make. When we make that pledge, we are pledging ourselves to something greater. When importance is placed on the self, then by such acts the galaxy is unmade.
Do you think I lost myself when I disobeyed the Jedi?
I do not know. That is a question you must ask yourself.
Another
You
question.
may ask.
I could have swore there was like a...
I am training. That, and I
guess I can't do it right now. No! I'll be right back. Alrighty, I believe... Actually, that is all the talking I can do. Well, actually, I can talk to Kreia one last time about Handmaid, now that I've actually talked to her a bit.
You are spending time with the servant of Atris.
I am, yes. I was simply talking to her, learning about my slave, as I am with everybody else. I'm surprised you can see you and you never leave the room.
I knew her mother. She was a Jedi Knight, a master, named Aaron Kai. Jedi are forbidden to have children, and when the crime finally came to light almost a decade later, Kai was exiled. She joined the Mandalorian Wars after the shame of her birth was revealed.
How do you know that? Handmaid told me not to speak of it.
Revan welcomed her, and she was said to be a skilled warrior, beautiful and strong in the Force. The Force flows strongly in the blood of those born from Force sensitives. I doubt that Aaron was any different. If the servant of Atris is of her blood, then the potential lies within her. If you train her, if you teach her the ways of the Jedi, you will be asking her to break her oath to Atris. It would be best not to train her, and let the bloodline die with Telos.
Shouldn't she know about her heritage? Wait, how could I train
You
her?
must train yourself first. The time will reveal itself. Yet if you persist as you have, building her trust, then you will be training her, whether you know it or not, until the choice is hers, not yours.
Okay, I have some
Before
questions
you
for
continue questioning me, I hope your thoughts in the matter concerning this servant of Atris are clear. Spend time with her if you must, but recognize where your true loyalties lie, to the galaxy and yourself.
My loyalties lie to me and my loyalties cannot be understood by someone. What? I didn't come here for a lecture from you.
Lectures? No. Merely an observation. And obviously I was mistaken. Never have you wondered what it would mean in the Ichani rituals if the two of you sparred and fought, and you won, completely and utterly? If perhaps she would give in, surrender herself to you? Few are the thoughts that can hide in the shadows of your mind. Exile. And such passions are not strength, but erosion.
If you think you know me, then you're wrong.
No? Then perhaps I was simply mistaken. Very well. I shall keep such judgments to myself. Yes?
There's something.
Ask.
Why do you not like her?
There are countless reasons, and I have neither the time nor the patience to list them all.
Oh god, I have a sneeze coming. No, we could just drop her off. Oh. Oh, then what perhaps we should just stop talking about it. Simply eliminate her.
No, she may have her uses. I will abide her presence, and so should you.
Why do you say that?
Because Atris is a threat, and as much as she would try to use us against you, so may we use her servants against her. Do not see every enemy as an enemy. See them instead as an ally, whether they realize it or not. This situation may yet work to our advantage.
Agreed. We need every tool we can get if Atris tries anything.
Good. That is the most to be done until events unfold, as I'm sure they will in time.
Don't succulent dark side points. I'm gonna be right back. Well, it doesn't seem like I can do anything else unless I progress with the story and do one of the planets we have to explore. So we've talked to everybody we can, and oh my god, I was right, the video was over an hour. But oh well, everybody had a good time. Tell me you're in the future, please like, comment, and subscribe, and try to stay fabulous.